Hello everybody, I'm coming to you from Eagle Point in, this is the Gippsland area, and we are going to have a little tour. We came to this vantage point. Kevin is going to explain what we're looking at.
Well, Kurt, what we have here to the left, you might not be able to see it, is the Mitchell River.
Okay, is that right over the tree line?
No, just here.
Oh, right here. Oh yeah, right below us.
Now this is the Mitchell River, and see back behind, this is the one that we drive along into Bensdale.
Right.
We drove there yesterday.
Sure.
This continues all around, and the mouth of the Mitchell River is, as I point, about 5 kilometres down this way.
Wow.
And where the trees are, it's a bit hard to tell from here,
right.
But the trees are on what's called the famous silt jetties.
This is the start of it? Right
this
here?
is the start of it here. There's a few houses, and it gets narrower as it gets to the mouth of the river. The mouth of the river enters into Lake Victoria.
On this side or this side?
This side. Well,
okay. Is it both Lake Victoria? Both sides?
This has a different name here.
Okay.
But all of that you see here, all the way around the silt jetties, all the way across to Meetung, where we had lunch yesterday.
Way across over there?
Yep. And then there's a big lake beyond there, right through to Lake's Entrance. Lake's Entrance from here by boat is about 30 kilometres.
Oh, it's, wow, quite a ways.
But by car, it's a lot longer because we have to drive all the way around. But these silt jetties are quite famous. Yeah,
now for those that may not know it, I was doing some reading about basically the geology of rivers and the like some time back, and I was reading about silk jetties, and I was surprised to learn that the second longest silk jetties in the world were right here in the lake's entrance area, which name I was familiar with from coming here in the past.
Yes.
And the longest are apparently the Mississippi River, and they said that this was unusual because this was a smaller river. But do you think that the silk jetties have become long because of the undisturbed nature of the lakes? They can just kind of grow and grow?
Yes, I think the lakes are generally quite calm. They get with a lot of wind, but the waves are only small. It's certainly completely different to, say, entering into the ocean. So that's what keeps them in the condition that they are, I'm sure. And
there's a whole ecosystem out here. There's a forest out there and trees, and it diminishes as it gets further out.
It's very narrow. In some places, the silt jetties are only a few. You'll see later, only a few metres wide.
Really?
So
is it very fine sand?
Well, it's just like normal soil.
Normal sand?
Really.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah.
And there's a magpie. These are magpies. Is that right?
They're magpies.
Wow. Okay. So this is the Mitchell River coming down here. The entrance of the silk jetties here, and Lake Victoria on this side over here. Great. And where Bairnsdale would be back over this way, right?
Bairnsdale's right there, where the houses are.
Ah, okay, great. Oh, great. You can actually see it from there.
Yeah, and this is just some nice farmland.
Fascinating. Fascinating. People live out there.
We'll drive around and have a quick look there.
Okay, great. Next stop we'll be out on the jetty itself.
And then we can call into do the...
Excellent. Thanks. Isn't this exciting to actually see something, a piece of geological, it's a wonder of the world, so to speak, if you're into geology as I am. Things like picking up a simple rock, and or I can't pick it up because it's stuck in, but having a look at this rock right here, and where'd it go? And looking at the various strata on there, it tells a story. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, or the small ants on the ground that may hold some fascinating life cycle or history. Now we're going to go on down and learn more about the silk jetties.
It's actually Lake King.
Lake King.
Yeah, Lake Victoria is further over.
Okay, that's Lake Victoria further over. Lake King. Great.
Now, this is Lake King here.
Okay, Lake King.
And then this is Nelson Bay.
Nelson Bay. All right.
And Lake Victoria, is the other side of Meetung, which we can't see from here.
Excellent. Okay.
We're going to look at the silk jetties.
Let's have a look. Okay, there we go.
These are some nice little, close to these we have about 5 acres.
Wow. Are these hobby farms again?
Yeah, or just, we might have a horse or something too.
So we're just about to enter onto the silk jetties here, which there's a road that goes out on it, and there's our farms and houses and the like. So I'm going to turn the camera on and have a view of it. So would that be a silk jetty over there? Are there more than one?
We're on it right now.
Okay, this is...
So this is on this side,
yeah.
Kurt, you will have the river, and then as you get, and on this side you'll have the lake.
I see.
And then on the other side of the river, there's a lake as well. So then this is just, on either side, either bank, 2 narrow strips of land that separate the river from the lake.
Nice.
If that makes sense. You'll get a clearer picture up here. So.
What community is that? Is that Paynesville?
That's Paynesville over there where we were yesterday.
Oh, that's where the bluff we were on yesterday.
Exactly.
I recognize that. Your house is up beyond there.
So there's a couple of places here that have a jetty.
I see the jetty. Is that a public jetty or is that?
That would be a private jetty, that one. And these people here would have access to the river this side, and at their back door, access to the lake.
Would these be very expensive properties?
Yeah, they are. The only problem with them, Kurt, is they're quite flood prone.
Oh, really? So if the river rises, they...
Yeah. So, and it becomes, as you'll see, it becomes rougher and narrower down here.
Can the jetty go underwater if there's enough water? Flood, I mean, actually flood over?
Yeah, parts of it, not totally, but in certain low spots.
So this is the jetty now, and there's another jetty just over there.
Yeah,
so there's several jetties on either side of the river.
Mainly this side.
Okay.
Public jetty on the mouth.
This is. I'm really glad I can see this. This is not what I expected. I expected it to be something like a sandbar coming off of a peninsula that you could just walk out onto and have sand squishing under your feet.
We ride the bikes out here, Kurt.
Oh, really?
It's a bit. They need to do some maintenance on this road.
Well, you've got the right car for it. Do you ride bikes all the way from your home in Paynesville?
Yeah, about an hour's drive. Need to take a water bottle though, Kurt.
Oh yeah. Is there a school out here?
No.
What's
There's only a handful of houses.
Ah.
And
what kind of animals will be living in these rivers? Would you have platypus, perhaps?
Probably no. It'd be too salty for platypus. So this would be very brackish water.
Oh, okay. Right.
Platypus live in fresh water, predominantly.
Right. So it's got some salt
nice
content.
here.
Oh, that's nice.
So you can see how narrow it is here, Kurt.
Oh yeah, it's really getting narrow.
So this
might be danger and flood, right?
Yeah, these bits. So that lovely spot there, and you've got river.
Yeah.
On the other side of the bank is lake.
I see.
And here. So this is really just two narrow strips of land, but they do call them the silt jetties. So
can you buy property out here still, like these undeveloped area out here?
not this, you can't.
Is this like a park of some sort? Or?
It would be now. The properties where there's houses, they can sell them, but you wouldn't be able to buy
New land.
new land.
So they're kind of grandfathered in from the past.
Yeah.
Probably they established their homes out here longer.
Yeah. So they would honour those leases, the contracts.
So nice. So how many kilometers are the salt jetties? Silt jetties.
That's a good question. I didn't put the clock on.
It seems like it's at least a good 3 or 4 or 5.
I would have thought 5Ks, Kurt, but I'm guessing there, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be able to Google it.
So we're out of houses. We've passed the last house, perhaps.
I think, yes, we have.
This is beautiful. Beautiful.
So you can come by boat from Lake's entrance all the way to Bairnsdale if you wanted to.
Is there some place you can moor your boat in Bairnsdale?
Yeah, there's a port of Bairnsdale.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's just on the river. There's a couple of jetties.
So people could take a Sunday, go up there and have lunch, motor up and have lunch, or do the opposite, go down from Bairnsdale down to Meton or
Most of them, it's not that common to do that because the lakes are so broad.
Right.
And it's a very slow, restricted pace. So it's about 14 kilometres by the river, which is very slow. Whereas you can go anywhere on the lakes, unlimited speed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to go slowly on the river. Is that right? There's a speed restriction.
Speed restriction in the river and close to land.
Is that to
but once you get out in the lake, just go for it.
Is that to prevent erosion, maybe?
Yeah, and also erosion, and also for people would have their boats tied up.
Right. Knock them all about.
Protect them.
Right.
Actually, there is another little place here. I forgot about this one.
Kojo Sensei, how would you like to live? Would you like to live in this area? Too far?
No, I like You know, my house in the river, near the river,
Right.
Tomoegawa.
Yes.
So that I like this
Yes.
site.
His home is by a very, very famous river in our community. It's historic. And the famous old Tokaido Road goes over. Is your home near Tokaido? Kyudo Tokaido?
Yes.
Yeah, very close. The old road.
And it's a lot of they catch a lot of bream and they fish in this river.
How about the gummy sharks? Are they in the lakes in the river? No, they're just out.
They're offshore.
They need more salt, huh? Are there any legendary monsters in the lakes? No. Well, we need to make one up.
Yeah, no, there's not.
I mean, Australia's full of creatures of myth. I wonder if the Aborigines had something.
Well, that's the point.
But did the tribes live? I mean, and I don't know if they were called tribes. Did the Aboriginal people have settlements around the lakes?
Yeah, they certainly did. The local Aboriginal tribe was called Gunai-Kurnai people.
Gunai-Kurnai?
Gunai-Kurnai people, and they were different. There are different, not so much here, but there are different. There's a big settlement over at Lake Tide, which is the other side of Lake's entrance. Which, yeah, you'll see there's a couple of over there. There's a couple of what they call middens.
With the cooking places, right?
Well, these were
for the shellfish.
Yeah, so wherever they
disposal areas, right?
Yeah, it's like their tip. It's like their garbage collection. They put all their shells in one spot, and so archaeologists would say that these are places now where they used to frequent. Yes.
We have something like that in Shizuoka too, with the Toroseki ruins. It's a settlement that was recreated in our community of Yayoi Jidai.
So about 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
How people lived, and you can go and see the houses that they lived in.
So the finish is up here.
Oh, okay, that's it.
You'll see the other lake. You'll see it gets narrower as we go out.
So there's a jetty on either side of the river. So we're seeing lake, river, lake. And yeah, that's right. And so it gets very narrow out there. Wow. Oh, there's kayakers and boaters.
Wow.
Over here. Yeah, I see. If you were restricted to 14 kilometers per hour or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's even less. See that bigger kayak?
Yeah.
That's a pedal one. See how he sits there and pedals.
Oh yeah.
It's called a hobie.
Really?
I've got one of them, Kurt.
No kidding.
Yeah. And you sit there and it's got these fins underneath it. The fella invented it. It designed it off like the flippers off a penguin.
Oh really? And
they go like this underneath, and you can actually sit there and pedal it, and you go at walking pace, and it's very comfortable.
Wow.
And the idea is it frees your hands up so you can fish.
How do you steer?
Just got a little. It's got a rudder and a little hand lever, and you steer, and you can just cast your rod and fish, and moves very quietly along the banks.
So it's a name I associate, I think of Hobie Cat. Is it the same Hobie?
Yeah, they do have Hobie Cats like got a sail.
Yeah. Does it take you?
Well, here we are. There's a little track. No. Well, this is the end of it.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
There's a little jetty we'll just walk.
What's the end of the river?
Yep, this is the mouth. We'll just walk up to there and have a look.
Okay. Isn't this exciting, everybody? We get to actually go out to the silk jetties, the actual end of it, and drive all along. One of the things I do on my channel is I do long videos where people I just turn the camera on and let people come with me for the whole experience. Oh, want your hat? There you go. Oh, here you go.
I got a big burnt yesterday.
You got a big what?
Yeah.
From yesterday?
Yeah.
Well, you're pretty fair-skinned, right?
Yeah.
So here we are, nearing the end. We're at the end of the road here.
This is a public jetty.
Okay.
So you could actually pull up there and have a look and go. There's a little walking track.
Okay, great.
It's only 50 metres.
Oh, I know that. I recognize these kind of succulent plants.
Yeah.
And we have these near the beach in California.
You know what we call it here?
What do you call it?
Pig face.
One more time?
Pig face.
Pig face.
Yeah.
I think we call it some sort of ivy in the States, but I can't remember. Pig face.
Yeah. Well, that's like their common name.
I remember as a boy I would break open the stems and squeeze to get the juice out.
Yeah, we did that too. Oh, bit of a detour.
All right. Well, now here's a boat coming in. Is that about the right speed that they can go?
Yep, that's it, sir.
That would take a while. Are the blackbirds that I see out there, are those swans?
They're swans, yes.
Let me get a good shot of that. Swans. And here we are in the sandy. Sorry about the wind noise. People fishing. We are here. Hello. Sorry to disturb you.
Yeah, but this is the mouth.
This is the mouth. This is the end of the Mitchell River, right here.
You see the marker boys here?
Yeah.
There's quite narrow on each side of the boat, so that just marks the entrance to the Mitchell.
So you wouldn't want to navigate through here, too shallow.
Be very careful if you do, and very narrow on this other side particularly. And to go around further is the mouth of the Nicholson. Now you might have, we went over Nicholson Bridge on the way to Meetung yesterday.
Right.
So
so the mouth of the Nicholson.
Mouth of the Nicholson's there, and it winds up, and the bridge we drove over is further up.
Right.
And back further, around the sand, would be the mouth of the Tambo.
Okay.
And that's the river we drove along to get to Meetung.
Right, so there are 3 rivers feeding in this area, eating into, and that would be, and the ocean would be over that way, right? Yeah, across the further around.
And it's Tambo's up there. This is Roman Island. Yeah, so we're straight across really to Meetung, and right around further up is Lake Jetties.
And then Paynesville over here.
Paynesville here.
Bairnsdale over that way. Okay, I'm going to go over and touch the water. Okay, wherever I go to a new place near the sea, I have to touch the water. Just what I do. There we go. Touching at the very end of the world famous silk jetties in the Gippsland Lakes region of Victoria, Australia. Thank you everybody for coming along. Let's just go ahead and thank our tour guide. Kevin, I want to say thank you to everybody. Put you in the car and say thank you very much to our tour guide, Kevin. Can I say your name on Kevin? And he's a great person, been showing us all around the last 2 days. And I wouldn't have had this chance to share this with you today if it hadn't been for your generous time. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, all right. Take care, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye.